Hey, welcome back to another day, another vlog. A little bit different today. Hope you can hear me okay. I'm running the FT7 Lumix today because I've got the camera down. We're going to do a bit of a quick talk about this. We've got some other stuff to talk about, but I do want to run through this because I have been using it and I did want to give you a rundown. Trusty M50, I've got the unrig cage on it, which is awesome. That goes really well. Great actually for the grip because it's really small. I've got decent big fat fingers, so it's good to have that extra grip, and I can mount stuff wherever. I am getting an L frame as well because it doesn't have the side L frame. You've got to attach thing. But what I do want to talk about is this: the custombatterygrips.com. Go check those boys out. They make battery grips for the M50. I think they do for the R series as well. Looks like it's all 3D made. It's really well made. All the threads are really solid. No dramas there. But I can attach this directly, like such, to my M50. I just need a screwdriver. Comes with a screw. Bolt straight onto it. Now I've got an extra frame. Then you've got a magnet for the cover in there, so that's pretty cool. Magnet, so you can't lose that. That stays open, which I thought was a bit strange, but there's some other areas where water can get in anyway, so it's not a waterproof design as such, but it does, and it's good. It does give you a little bit more feel, and if you're shooting like that, if you like that extra bit of grip there, it does good. Or if you want to shoot vertical like that, handheld, instead of just holding the frame, because the M50 is a small camera, having that extra thing doesn't make it too big, makes it actually a good solid size, so it's not too bad. Now it doesn't come with batteries, it comes basically with that and that, your fake battery, and then your charger or your batteries. Now I bought some Klaus Raptors, 4800 milliamp, two of those, the 18650 type batteries, rechargeable, and gold. I was shot all last night for about 3 hours, and still I could have taken 1100 photos when I put it back in the bag at the end of the night. So working a treat, I've had no issues with it. So the first couple of times, the connection down into the M50, there's a little plastic rubber flap you've got to go into there, pull that up to stick this into, which I had trouble finding because there was no instructions. That's the only thing I did have against them, for not sending me an actual bit of paper with the instructions on how to fit it. But I had a quick look on the web, googled it and watched it, and then realised you could go through the door, which I didn't know, which was quite funny. But it's working really well, and as I said last night, I used it last night doing shots out at Mundaring. I went out there to get some astro shots. I'll talk about that in a sec. But 2.5 hours, 3 hours solid, and still at full battery, not even close to dropping down any bars. I did time lapses in that while driving the car for the video for it, and as well as that, I took probably 60, 70, 80 odd shots. So not a huge amount of shots, but I had the camera on. I had a Wi-Fi into my phone so I could use the Canon app. So I was using Wi-Fi to suck juice, so I tried to smash it as much as possible. Yeah, by the end of it, it still had 1150 shots available. It tells you how many shots you can do. So that was pretty darn cool. That's really cool. I was very stoked. You only need a screwdriver. As I said, it's just screws on that. It's nice and solid. Only downside I have with it, is you didn't get the instructions. So the boys, if you're watching custom battery grips, you just need like a little printout with the instructions in there. And B, the base needs to be ARCA compliant, so I don't have to bolt something onto here to put it into my tripod. That's the only real downside. Ideally, if you could put this flat side, not the side with the cover, but the other cover and the base, if they could both have a groove, a tang groove that is ARCA compliant, would make it perfection. But yeah, bolts straight onto the unrig, which is awesome. Unrig, which is the unrig company that makes the frames. Basically, small rig compliant as well. It comes under, so I think it says small rig in there, but I sent them a message and they said, yeah, we'll fit to this, and it did. And yeah, good. Now, so I did want to let you know about that because I've had it for a few weeks now and I've been using it as much as possible, and I'm really, now I've got the hang of it, I'm really enjoying it. I just chucked a little screwdriver in my bag, which is not a bad thing to have anyway for my other bits and pieces, and it's working out really, really well. So yeah, that's what that is. Go check them out, custombatterygrips.com. I'll whack the link down below for you to go and suss them out. I think it's based in, where are they? I don't think they're in Czech Republic. It might be Slovenia, I'm not sure. It's, I can't remember. It's Eastern Europe, but the guys were really good. Got back to me by email, so really, really, really cool. Thank you very much, guys, doing well. Now, Mundaring did get some good photos. Now, I've got new apps, which is the Cloudy that we talked about, and also the one for wind. I've got the weather maps. All that, I went through everything. I think I've got like 6 weather apps now on my phone, just for photography, which is ridiculous. All of them said, the only one that said clouds, which was high level cloud, which is that new one, Cloudy, that Photo Tripper got me onto, which I do appreciate. Now that had it from 12 o'clock onwards, there was going to be high level cloud, but from up till midnight, there was about a 4-hour patch where it was supposed to be basically 0 cloud. When I left here at 10 o'clock, fantastic, gold, crystal clear, yep, beautiful, the boys are onto it, that's gold. We're going to have at least 2 hours to play around, hour and a half, 2 hours to get photos, perfect, and then come home. I basically got there at about 10:30, and I reckon I had about 15 to 20 minutes, and I got set up, got my camera set up, fired off about 6 shots, first couple of tests, and about 6 decent shots, and then this high level thin mat of cloud just rolled straight over, and that was the end of the night. I had a backup plan, which was Lesmurdy Falls. I wanted to see that, so I shot down there. It's only another 10 minutes drive, shot there. Same, the mat was there. There was looked like holes, but that was a low level cloud where there was holes. There was actually just this big thick mat of cloud right up an upper echelon of the sky that was basically making stars impossible to see. You can see 1 or 2 really bright ones, and that was it. So I think I've got a video there. It's going to be maybe 1 or 2 shots. Fingers crossed I can get something out of it. It was the best part about it was Mundaring out there. The light from the city gets smashed. The mountains cut out all that light, so it was really dark. So that made the visible stars really good. So it does give me a place to go to. Whereas Lesmurdy Falls wasn't as good. There's a crap ton of light pollution coming from Perth and all the surrounding suburbs. It's just feeding in there, and you could just see it in the photos. I took a couple at 1600 ISO just of the falls, just to sort of work out if it was going to be there or what I could see, and it was like daylight. There's that much light polluting in, so that was pretty much can't really use that. It'd have to be super clear, and yeah, it'd have to be one of those really dark nights with the moon, so not good. And that's about as far as I can go out of the city. They're pretty much past that. They've got the boundary set up, so unless they reduce the restrictions, that makes it tricky to move anywhere else. But it was good. Learning curve, put a lot of things in my brain to learn and stuff. I got to test the batteries out, which I wanted to do, and give them another smash, so that worked out really well. Video-wise, obviously I got a bit done yesterday afternoon. I've got it all into Premiere Pro. I've got to go through and edit it. It's not a super long video. It's going to be another like 8-9 minute one. It should go alright. I think the photos are nice. I've dragged them all down out of the crap ton of photos I had down to 10 real nice ones, with a couple of real good ones in there. Mixed some black and whites even, so it's looking pretty good. I've got to finish the edit and do all the fine tuning, the sound, the audio, the music, and blah blah blah. So I'll do some more on that tonight. Hopefully I can summon some strength and get through the night to do some on that. And fingers crossed, maybe tomorrow night I can knock that on the head. So we're getting there. It's a bit slower this week. I knew as soon as I went out last night I was going to pretty much put that back at least another day. So I'm doing my best. Right, on to some other news. iPhone 12, some news yesterday afternoon, some more leaks coming out. That notch on the top of the iPhone is going to go from about yaya to about yay. So height's going to be the same, but it is thinning down with the 12. I know for whatever reason people freak out about that notch. I've got the iPhone 10, the first one to get it, and I haven't had a drama with it, and I don't really see an issue. Considering we used to have those big bezels, the white bottoms, I don't think it really matters. Maybe I think it's more so for the gaming as such. If you're sideways and gaming all the time, that's going to be an area you can't use. But other than that, I don't see drama. But it is getting smaller. They are trying to get rid of it. There is more tech coming into that FaceTime camera, so that'll be interesting to see how that works out. Oil in the US, I don't know if you know the fuel prices, got down to 86 cents here yesterday in Perth. I seen the servo for normal unleaded. In the US, it's gone into negative pricing for the barrels of oil. Don't know how that works. So when you buy a barrel of oil, they pay you. Because as far as I know, I'd go out and buy every barrel of oil in existence if that was possible. So I'm not sure how negative price on barrel oil works. It just seems totally illogical. But it is the best price ever. I remember moving to Adelaide when I was 21, and it was 60 cents a litre for petrol, and gas was 18 cents a litre. So yeah, now with the ridiculous prices. But the funny thing is, how many years ago they tell us that oil's running out, we're all going to world stuff, we've got to go electric because oil's running out. And as soon as the planes stop and everyone stops driving, we can make it as cheap as possible. Isn't that funny? I thought we were running out. So yeah, I did find that quite funny. That as soon you have like a month, 2 months off, and suddenly we've got more oil than we've ever had ever. So we can basically give it away. It's just, yeah, that's insane. PayPal, if you haven't heard of Honey, you should install it on your computer if you do a lot of shopping online. It does give you coupon codes to get discounts. I use it fairly regularly. It's good for eBay and a heap of other different big sites, especially if you're shopping out of America and stuff like that. Check it out. Well, they've just been bought by PayPal, which is good because PayPal's a pretty switched on company, and I've had dealings with them and they've always refunded if I've had any issues with sellers as such. They're really good. They paid $4 billion for the company, so I guess that's good because they need a little bit of cash to pay Mr. Beast to keep up his good work, so that's good. But yeah, pretty amazing. Little app like that you can save your money is somehow worth $4 billion in value. So PayPal seems to think it's really good. A lot of people are using it, and I use it, and I have had no dramas with it. Most of the Australian sites it hasn't really got, but if you do shop overseas a lot, you will find a lot of benefit with it. And definitely eBay or Amazon, you will definitely get some value out of it. So, and the beauty, it's free to put it in your computer, so it doesn't cost you anything. You will get value out of it. It's basically like throwing away free money, so go check that out. Now the Australian military, Google and NASA have all banned Zoom. So if you use Zoom, be aware those security issues haven't gone away. They are working on it, but a heap of companies have shut them down because, well, basically it's really bad. There's a heap of private people's videos available on the dark web apparently that you can go and buy and get access to all the user account details. Please make sure that if you do use it, put a password protection on it, and also make sure that you lock it if you're not in use so no one else can use it. There's a few different things. Linus Tech Tips was talking about it today, and basically said you can put these things in place which will help, but he's basically said it's just not worth it. Go to another platform. It's really bad. Rightio, our last, well, at least I'll go COVID first. I'll finish on a good one. COVID-19 vaccine first vaccine human trials start on Thursday in England. Great news, very positive. They're saying best possible case scenario, everything has to go perfectly well, which we all know generally doesn't. September they could possibly start pumping this drug out if it succeeds in what it's supposed to do. So fingers crossed that works. I know there's billions of people on the planet that just want to get the hell out of their houses and had enough of being locked up, so it'd be really, really cool if that does work. So hope they all go really well with those human trials. Let's give them a little bit of moment of please, please, please work. Right, on the sad side of this COVID-19 is the financial. We all know what it's doing to people's jobs and that. In Australia specifically, Victorian house prices plummeted 9% last month, so that's not good news. We all know what happens when house prices start dropping. That has a massive roll-on effect to everything. It's how the GFC happened in America. It's created a global financial crisis. Hope to hell we don't get to the fact that those don't drop anymore, especially because we were trying to sell. That's really, really bad. We need to find a way out of this hole to get that sorted, because that's not good for anyone. So might be a time just to kick back and enjoy wherever you're living, because I don't think moving at the moment is possibly the best thing. Not good. Now, our winner for our competition, got hold of her last night. Big congrats to her. Awesome. She's a new subscriber, so that makes it even more special. Welcome to the family. That's really cool to have you on board. I'll be posting that out as soon as we get out of here and upload this. I've got to go to the post office. Big shout out to all the people that did subscribe and sign up in the last week with that comp. I'll try and do some more as I go. I've got some more gear that we can give away, so that's pretty cool. Big shout out again to Bockabarians for helping us with the team support and providing those vouchers. That's pretty cool. So she was really, really excited. Had never won anything on there, entered them all the time like I do, and I think we all do, so that's cool to sort of know. So I just wanted to say a big shout out to her, and congrats, and we'll try and do some more, and I'll do what I can. I'm very little fish in a big pond, but I'll do what I can. And that's about it. Another day. What is it? Wednesday? Wednesday? Yeah. I do need some sleep. Wednesday, we'll see you all again. Hump Day's done and dusted. So whether you're coming or going, I'll see you all tomorrow for Thursday for another day, another vlog. Peace.